Hi, I'm Gabs. This is the Inkbunnie, and welcome to November. Welcome to November. We made it. We survived another month, and what better way to celebrate than with a book haul? So Sarah and I went to Half Price Books and Barnes & Noble. I'm going to show you what I got from there. But first, I want to talk about the books that I picked up from the library the other day. So if you follow me on Instagram, I had like a stack that I showed a little bit ago. But here are the ones that I want to talk about because these are the ones I'm going to like immediately read. The first one is How to Survive a Horror Movie by Scarlett Dunmore. It's heavy. At the back says Happy Slasher Saturday. Love it. Can two horror movie obsessed fans put a stop to a serial killer before they become the next victims? Don't need anything else. Then I also got this really cute book. It like popped out at me while I was like walking through the children's section. It's called Ivy and Bearlock Holmes, The Case of the Missing Flower by Christina Litton, and it has 15 puzzles for sleuths to solve. Stop. Look how cute that is. I can't. Oh, it's got a map. Verona. Like, stop. Stop it right now. Then the whole reason I went to the library was because one of my holds was in. And that hold was Detective Beans, Adventures in Cat Town by Lee Chen. This is the second book in the Detective Beans series. I'm so excited. They didn't have it digitally because I read the first Detective Beans digitally, but they didn't have it, so I had to get it physically, and here it is. Ah! The next thing I picked up was The Man Who Died 7 Times by Yasuhiko Nishizawa. And it says that this is the classic time loop murder mystery. And in the back, it says, in the middle of the family New Year's gathering at his home, grandfather Fuchigama is murdered, but not for the last time. So, I'm very excited. I've been getting like more and more into Japanese mysteries, so that'll be a fun time. The next thing that I picked up is called The Jin's Apple by Jamila Morani. It's a mystery. I don't really know what it's about, but the back says a ruthless murder, a magical herb, and a mysterious manuscript, and I didn't really read any further. It sounds directly up my alley. And then the last thing that I picked up from the library, Lupin the Third, Greatest Heists. So I've never read Lupin in manga format before. I've only ever seen the TV show and the movies, both live action and animated. But I'm a huge Lupin fan. Like, I literally have Jigen tattooed on my body, okay? So when I saw this, I was like, oh, this is going to be the perfect entrance for me to read. So I had to pick it up. Now we'll go into the books that I bought today, and then we'll go into what I'm currently reading. Okay, so my friend Sarah and I had a girl date. We had brunch. We went to Barnes & Noble, and we went to Half Price Books. So here's the things that I got from Barnes & Noble. I picked up All of Us Murderers by KJ Charles. I came across just this on Pinterest like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, and I was like, what is this? I must know more. And then once I read the description and the synopsis, I was like, oh my god, I need to read this. When will this be out? And then of course I promptly forgot about it. And then it popped up today at the bookstore, and I was like, bet, I will be grabbing me one of these. And then the front says, Love, Hate, Secrets. It's in the blood. It's such a great cover. Oh my gosh. It's such a great cover. Who will survive Lackaday House? When Zeb Wickman is summoned to a wealthy relative's remote Gothic manor, he is horrified to find all the people he least wants to see in the world. His estranged brother, his sneering cousin, his bitter ex-lover, Gideon Grey. Things couldn't possibly get worse. Then the master of the house announces the true purpose of the gathering. He intends to leave the vast family fortune to whomever marries his young ward, setting off a violent scramble for her hand. Zeb wants no part of his greedy family, but when he tries to leave, the way is barred. The walls of Lackday House are high, and the gates are firmly locked. As the Dartmoor mist rolls in, there's no way out, and something unnatural may be watching them from the house's shadowy depths. I'm very excited. The next thing that I got is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. Do you see this cover? Do you see this edition? It is pale pink. It has lavender accents. It has little loops. It's so pretty. It has a classic for 2026, since I already read And Then There Were None this year. There it is. It did not want to come out. It has a pale pink bookmark. Oh my god. It has like a little blurb of it in the front. Stop. It's so beautiful. I couldn't leave it behind. I couldn't. It had to come home with me. I also got another classic, The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. Do you see this? The boats. How could I leave it? Comes with a ribbon bookmark. It's so thick though. I could murder somebody with this. This is a bludgeoning weapon. 1,300 pages. 1368 to be exact. That's so many pages. But it's like the perfect carry with you and read size. It's not too big, it's not too small. It's beautiful. I picked up this bookmark. It says, came for the romance, stayed for the spice. And then I picked up the next installment in the Immortal Dark series by Tyges Germa. And the first edition that I have is the same exact style as this edition. So when I saw it, I knew I had to pick it up. So this is what the second one says. And then later when I find the first one, I'll put them together. But I couldn't leave it. I was like, now I have books 1 and 2. This, I believe, is a trilogy. So I'll be waiting for book 3. Oh my god. It's so pretty. Okay. Now we're at Half Price Books. I only got 2 things. I'm very proud of myself. I got This Is Not a Game by Kelly Mullen. This has been on my list for a while. And when I saw it there, couldn't leave it. The Piece de Resistance. I saw this on a shelf. And I was like, cool. A whole completed collection of Sherlock Holmes? That's awesome. And then I turned that bitch around and saw that they were pastel. They are pastel? Are you finally listening to me? Give me the Girly Pops pastel murder classics? Stop it. I couldn't leave it. This is the entire set. So it includes A Study in Scarlet and the Sign of Four, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, The Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes, The Hound of the Baskervilles, The Return of Sherlock Holmes, The Valley of Fear and His Last Bow, and The Casebook of Sherlock Holmes. So the entire original set. Hardcover, pastel, in a wooden case. It's beautiful. Oh, I don't think this is wood. It could be. I'm not sure. In a beautiful case. It's completely done up. Like, I don't even want to open the box. I just want to display them. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. Like, Come on. How could I leave them behind? Now that October is over, I only read one book off my October TBR, so that sucks. I think that I'm just kind of psyching myself out. Like, as soon as I make a TBR, as soon as I make a list, or I'm like, oh, I need to read that, I want to touch it. I don't want to touch it. My mind is very contrarian right now. So I think for November, I'm just gonna float through my shelves, grab what grabs me, read it till I don't want to read it no more, or till I finish it, and then move on. I think that trying to add any kind of rigidity or schedule or organization to my reading has been making it less fun for me. And that's clear this year compared to other years, because we're in November and I just now completed 100 books. There are a lot of books that I've started this year that were just DNFs I wasn't interested in, and I kept trying to like push, and I'm not feeling it. So, with that being said, I do think I still want to complete Catabasis by R.F. Kuang. I have already tabbed the first chapter, but that's literally as far as I've gotten, a single chapter. And I started reading that at the beginning of the month. Make Me a Monster by Kaylin Byron. I am 3 chapters in, and I started that at the beginning of the month, and then I literally carried it around with me and never cracked it open again. So I think I am just going to pick up what grabs me, read it till I don't want to read it no more, and move on to the next one. So for the next couple of, whenevers, I probably won't have a hopeful list or a want to read list or a TBR or anything like that. I think I'll just be reading, and hopefully you can just ride the wave with me and come join me on the books that really capture my attention or the books I want to tell you about. I have not requested any arcs. I stopped requesting arcs in September. A few of the arcs that I did request back then were not released until 2026. So of those that I was approved for, I have 4 books in 2026, I think. I'm going to read those, but I think I'm also taking a break from arcs for a while. I think I also overdid it on that end as well. And I think I want to be able to do more things and like trying to focus on my reading and making sure that I'm like posting consistently. It kind of made something that I really enjoy doing, reading, into homework. And I don't want to do homework. I don't want to do homework. I just want to read. And I want to come on here and I want to tell you about what I read and hope that you read it too and enjoy it with me. But as far as like any rigidity, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm not here for it. I'll catch you up. You got a book haul. You kind of have an idea of what I'm thinking about reading in the next couple of weeks. And I will see you again in the next one. I'm Gabs. This is Inkbunnie. Sleuth out.